Beyond the Law of Attraction with Barbara Schreiner-Trudel. The law of compensation. I want you to think about what life is giving you today. Health, happiness, abundance. Or maybe sickness, struggle, poverty. Whatever it is your own. I know that sounds bad, doesn't it? It's actually really good news. It's really, really good news. You see, if we have created something in our life that's particularly negative or difficult, if we created it, then we actually have within us the ability to create something else. If somebody else created it for us, however, we would have no option. But the reality is that whatever is going on in our life, we have in some way or another attracted it to us, whether it's through race consciousness or through our own. But the reality is that that's actually really, really good news. The reason it's good news is because of the law of compensation. We will, in fact, have in our life exactly what it is that we are. And so when we begin to change any area of our life, the universe immediately responds and then brings us something new or something different. So whatever's going on in our life belongs to us. We've made an investment, let's say. We've made an investment. And we are enjoying the profits or losses of that investment. Now, if we're dissatisfied with the investment, it might be a good idea to note what we invested. Okay? If we're not happy with what we see right now, what is it that we invested? We are the only ones who can create our reality. And so if we're dissatisfied with what's going on, what we need to do is take a look at how it is, or what we've invested, or how we've created this, so that we can in fact turn around and create something different. It is our responsibility. Nobody else shares in this, okay? It's our responsibility. Our own and all of our own will come to us, okay? So your own and all of your own will come to you. The law of compensation is exact. The reality is that what it is that we believe about life is going to show up in our lives. So sooner or later, we're going to come face to face with the law of compensation. And whatever it is that we believe about us is what we're going to attract. If we think life is hard and difficult, it will be. If we think that everything is a mess, it will be, and it will continue to be that. So as we apply it to life, what we're doing is we're looking for certain results. And what we want to do is find a way to balance the way that we're living our lives. Look at the way that we've created what it is we're currently experiencing, and then begin to create it in a new way. Because we can do that. The law of compensation is exact, that whatever it is we put out is what we're going to get back. That's just the reality. The law of compensation is, what you plant, you'll harvest, right? Imagine for a moment that you go out into your garden in the spring and you plant some carrot seeds. And then in August or September or whenever these things come to fruition, you turn around and you go and you start pulling out all these carrots thinking, wait a minute, I wanted zucchini. I didn't want carrots, I wanted zucchini. The law of compensation is exact. It can only give to you, nothing else. If you plant a rose bush, you will not get tulips. I don't care how much you love tulips. I don't care how much you desire tulips. Whatever it is you're putting into the creative medium, whatever you are putting into the soil, that is what you're going to get back. So what is it that you're planting in the soil of your life? What is it that you are planting day by day, week by week, in the soil of creativity that is the universe? And what is it that's coming back to you as a result? Do you like it? or not. It's up to you what it's going to be. So take a look at what you've invested. If you have invested your energy, your time, your love, your creativity in living a very authentic life, a life that's really you, not a shoulda, woulda, coulda life for somebody else, your parents or your spouse or your children or some other person, but rather you have taken the gifts and talents that are uniquely yours and you have given those to the world with great love, compassion, gratitude, and joy, all the things we've talked about in this series so far. What happens is the law of compensation is exact. What you plant is what you're going to get. If you are planting seeds of love and joy and peace everywhere you go, regardless of your difficult days, what happens is you will have around you people, opportunities, all manner of things that will assist you in moving forward with a sense of ease and joy. But if, in fact, you have been planting carrots with an expectation of reaping, harvesting zucchini, you are going to be sorely disappointed. And here's the thing. The law of compensation is exact. It can only give to you what it is that you invest. So what is it that you're investing in your life today? What are you investing in your life today? Are you putting in time? Or are you really moving forward with your dreams? Do you have some great dreams that you think, oh, I don't know how to do it, and so you shove them aside and wonder why they never come to fruition? Or do you have some dreams that you're really working on, that you're really putting some bones to? Are you really getting up each day going, okay, I'm going to do something today? I started writing a book recently, and because my career is very, very busy, I kept trying to figure out how I was going to do this. And then what I realized was I'll just take a certain amount of time every day. And so I decided on 1 hour. I felt that I could commit to 1 hour. And so that's what I do. I take an hour each day and I write. So it's going to take me a long time to write my book. It's okay. Doesn't matter. I've made a commitment to this 1 hour a day because that's what I felt I could do and still maintain all of the other things I do. You see, we begin to plant the seeds, we set the intention, we begin to think in the right direction, and we take action. And what happens is we begin to move forward. Now, if I hadn't started writing an hour a day, if I was just thinking about writing a book, but not actually sitting down and putting words on paper, I would still just be thinking about it. But when the fall rolls around, I wouldn't have anything to harvest, now would I? Each day, we need to begin to move in the direction of the life that we really want to live. We need to move in the direction of what it is that we'd really like to create. The law of compensation is exact. I can only get out of life what I put into life. And so if I'm a really joyous, loving person, then the things that happen around me are going to be in harmony with that. If I'm a cranky, miserable, negative person, the things around me will reflect that. It's exact. It's the way it works. It always works that way and always will. So we need to begin to take a little, note of what's going on in our lives. So what I'd like you to try is to sit down and record, maybe over the next week or so, your predominant thought patterns and your predominant attitudes about, coworkers, your spouse, your children, neighbors, just what those predominant thoughts are. Just make a record of them without judgment, without criticism, without anything. Just make a record of what it is that has been kind of going on in your mind. Then I want you to also make a record of your dreams and hopes and wishes, the things you'd really like to create. And then what I'd like you to do at the end of the week is to take a look at all of those dreams, hopes, and wishes and see how much time you invested throughout the week on actually bringing that to fruition. with focused attention, gratitude, thinking positively and with a sense of that the potential is right here? Or have you been distracted by so many other things? Oh, maybe your baby kept you up all night. Maybe your spouse wants you to cook him breakfast, lunch, and dinner so you don't have time to do your thing. Maybe your employer's keeping you overtime every day and so you can't get it done. Maybe you don't have enough money to do what you want to do. Just explore all of those things. And as you look at those lists that you've created, I want you to really look at them closely. Look at those lists and ask yourself if what you've said about it is really true. Is there a way that you could have worked around all of those things, or one of those things, to begin to move in the direction of what you really want? You see, if springtime rolls around and you don't plant those carrots, you will not be harvesting them in the fall. You may have a dream of carrots, but you are going hungry this winter. We have to stop wishing and dreaming. We've got to take action. The law of compensation is bringing to me what I am. If I am a procrastinator, then it's bringing to me all manner of opportunity to fulfill that destiny. But if I want to be a productive, creative person, I have to begin to produce. I have to plant the seeds, set the intention, and follow it up with action. And as I do that, I will, in fact, begin to create the life that I've been really, really excited about. See, nobody can do it for me. The law of compensation is that it's going to bring to me what I am. It's going to bring to me my own. Okay? It's only going to bring to me my own stuff. It's just like planting a carrot seed will produce a carrot. It will not produce a zucchini. Planting a rose bush will not give me tulips. If I'm planting my frustrations, my wishes, my dreams, I should try this, or I can't do that, I don't know what to do, if I'm doing all this whiny stuff, then all that's going to come from that is a whole bunch more whiny stuff. What we need to do is take action today in the direction of our heart's desire. And the universe, the law of compensation is exact. It will compensate us accordingly. So what is it that you're dreaming about? What is it that you'd really like to create? What is it that excites and delights you? What is it that when nobody else is paying attention, that you really dream about? I want you to really focus on that this week. I want you to make a note of that this week. I want you to sit back and look at that and pay attention and take a week to really, really explore what are the seeds you're planting. What are the seeds you're planting into the creative medium? Because what it is that you plant is what it is you are going to harvest. So think about that for a minute. Think about that all week. We need to take a week to sit with this particular lesson. And remember that the law of compensation is going to bring to you exactly who and what you are. So what is life giving you today? Whatever it is giving you, that's yours. You've made an investment. What did you invest? And are you happy with it? And if you're not happy with it, the joy is that you can change it. You can reinvest. You can invest in something new. You see, the infinite supply of the absolute universe is right available to you now. So today you can choose to sit back and say, whoa, wait a minute, I don't want carrots, I want zucchini. Go and dig up that garden and replant it. Or plant it next spring if it's a little too late. And get those zucchini that you've been really, really looking for. Our life is expressing who we are in every minute of every day. And if we love what we see, be grateful. And if we don't love what we see, be grateful. Be grateful for the awareness that I don't love what I see, and plant something new. Set a new intention. What is it that you've put into the creative medium? Because what you put in is what you'll get out. The law of compensation is exact. Are you ready to reap the rewards? Take a minute, pay attention, and make the shift. The law of compensation is on your side.